Hello everyone, I'm Sean from SG District Homes, and today we have the privilege to hear directly from two top producers in our team. One of them has an experience of coming close to 5 years, and another is an agent who is a new RES that just crossed over his first year. And in this first part of the series, we're going to hear from Eric Lee, who is a new RES who crossed over his first year. And I believe you have many burning questions or doubts that you want to clarify, which I'm going to address in my interview with him. So let's get started right now.
我真想笑。1, 2, 2, 3.
Okay. Thank you.
Interesting.
My test. Okay.
All good?
Good. All good. So right now we have a first burning question that we want to ask Eric Lee, who is one of our top producers for year 2024. And just out of curiosity, so what made you decide to join PropNext and this team instead of others?
I think there's no other choice. I think PropNext is the only choice. I mean, if you do your research and everything, that's the only choice. I cannot choose any other thing. And when you really step into the industry and you really understand how does the management of PropNext, I'm talking about Ismail Gafu, coming from, how they actually structure the entire company, the layout, the culture, it's very comprehensive, it's very motivating and very positive, I would say. Something that I like. And then when, in terms of team-wise, I think I met Sean 6 years ago actually, when I have the thoughts of being a real estate agent. I feel it's the personal touch that is very essential to me because there are a lot of top producers, but you can sense that they are chasing after numbers. But I think we are chasing after results and growth. I think that's the difference because I believe that some people thought that some leaders, they're chasing after numbers, hoping that out of the numbers, there will be growth and result. But I think with Sean, this is the opposite way. We focus on growth and result and believe that the number will come after that.
Right.
So I think this is a very important factors for me to join into the team.
Thank you so much. What were you doing before you joined the real estate?
I acted before with MediaCorp for a couple of years as freelance project lah. So for 9 PM drama, Channel 5, and also MOE, MOM, whatever, corporate shoot. And then I actually started my F&B career. I own, at the peak, I think I got 1 restaurant and 4 coffee shop store. Yeah,
wow.
But at the end of the day, during COVID, I think the awakening part is that none of the shop belongs to me actually. Ultimately, I'm just holding them for a short period of time. After the lease end, the landlord might not want to renew to me or might not want to renew to me at a price that I'm willing to lease.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, your business goes to nothing. So why I want to spend so much of my freedom and time and effort to build on something that doesn't belong to me?
Or you're helping the landlord to pay for their mortgage.
Mortgage, to help them to grow their asset while they have the cash to buy another property.
Exactly.
Yeah, so end up I decided I rather, just sold my business and then to grow myself in the property industry as a realtor. Yep.
Okay, yeah. But is there anything that you have learned during these 4 years of doing F&B business? Is there something that is a takeaway that you bring into your real estate career?
Yeah, I think so. I think everyone, whether today you are already in the real estate industry or you are actually at something completely different thing, the experience and everything that you've gone through as whatever you're doing now will actually help you when you come into real estate. For example, I'm in the F&B industry, so it's easier for me to do commercial, F&B leasing, as well as because I started from there and it's easier for me to actually relate to more commercial seller and buyer. There goes my sales for commercial properties and industrial. So I think whatever background, it does help. Yeah.
Do you feel that by you, having this wealth of experience in the F&B business, gain you an upper hand in terms of networking with clients, with corporate landlords?
Definitely. As a business owner, I think you settle everything by yourself. You are the accountant, you are the cleaner, you are the cashier, you are the chef, you are the whatsoever. You are everything. So when you have this kind of experience dealing with all sorts of people, it's easier when you come into the real estate industry. Yeah, because you meet all sorts of people. So in Chinese we say 看人说人话, 看鬼说鬼话. But in a better terms, we are saying that we know how to speak to the right client at the right tone.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I think that one is very important.
Okay, that's good. All right, thank you. What stood out to you in terms of the system of prospecting or generating leads, following up with leads, and eventually closing that makes you want to join this team?
I think honest thing is that I think a lot of things is not what you are being taught, but what you actually caught. I think it's the day-to-day, taking along with you, go for viewing, and then to ask questions when I'm handling my own case. I think that kind of daily conversation, I actually learn how you actually close sales. There are a lot of times the sales couldn't actually deal if I were not to say the exact or the specific phrases and sentence. So I feel the system is actually in place whereby you must actually own self step into the industry first, because we don't have one shoe fits all one. You don't have a specific thing for the whole thing. It's always different case by case basis. That's why I like it. Because if everything I need to... The day I talked to one of our team, Don.
Okay.
Don and I is quite similar. We are very fast one. We close deal everything very fast. We want to do what we want. He said that got one time last time when he got another boss, when he want to check something about a procedure or whatever, he called the boss and the boss say, can you check on Google? And then he said that at that moment, he felt that this is not the leader that he wants. At the moment he said that, I understand, because a lot of time we can check, but sometimes we want it quick. So we want to ask someone that experience without, sometimes you check online, it's not 100%, but you don't want to give false information to clients.
Exactly.
Yeah, so this kind of personal touch leadership is exactly the system that we like.
Yeah.
For especially producer like us that we know how to move on. Yeah, so at the moment that we need something like he will call Clarence, I will call you, and then we get the answer, boom, we close the deal. But then because of that fast response from you, we also learn that, this is the answer approach for this kind of cases.
Yeah.
And I feel this is how we learn. Because if everything checked from Google or ChatGPT, right, then we don't need mentor already. Everything we just go to online. So I think that's if you talk about the system, I feel it's the personal touch that you are willing to put time into the team. I think that's very important. Yeah.
One thing which Eric just highlighted, that not every AI response or answers that you find on Google search is helpful. Sometimes it can be very misleading because it does apply for other countries but not exactly in Singapore.
Yep.
I think that's the one thing that we must take note. And at the same time, in our agency work, the speed of that closing or the conversion lies in the time, which is in essence. So there are times where we face a lot of issues, in fact very technical questions that we may not know exactly 100%, but because while we are doing our research, we gave a fast response. In fact, fastest fingers always win, and the client know that you are knowledgeable, and it's not that you are always giving the excuse, wait, let me check. Because by the time when you say this, let me check, another agent has already provided the solution and the answer to your client. So that's one thing to take note. Please don't delay in responding to your clients.
Yeah, I think that's very true because 顾客不会等你的。Yeah, 你不跟我讲，我就找别人，就是这样。I think that's quite straightforward.
Agree. Time and tide waits for no man.
Yeah.
Alright, so Eric, how has joining this team, having go through with us for the past 1 year, has changed your mindset, and how have you benefited from it?
I think one thing is that there's one consideration is that I don't want to join a leader that is in the industry for too long, because sometimes things might be quite standard and stagnant for some of the top producer or whatsoever, because they have been doing things the same on and on. But I think one thing is that because Sean yourself, although you are in the industry for 15 years already, but you always keep yourself up to date with all the latest market trends and all that. So that's where when you get your hands on the latest thing or whatever, you will share with us in the team chat and whatever. And I think that's very important because sometimes we might not be fully aware of. For example, I'm focusing on commercial, but there's some news on the residential side, the private sector side, I might not know. But because of you being so updated with the market trend, actually benefited the entire team. that we can being at the same page at any time, as long as we are, being focused on the whatever you are sharing in a group chat. I think that's one essential point. And I feel that the other different thing is that because Sean, you are also very open to discussion. For example, as a new agent, I will have my own creativity and ideas of outreach and all.
Yeah.
I mean, you're open to, to discuss and see how we can move on together as a team, to even, share together as a project. Because sometimes as a new agent, you might not have the means to do every single lead generation or marketing by yourself. I mean, having a mentor that's supportive is not so busy until throw you into the sea and let you swim yourself. I think that's very essential that you are open up for discussion, to even have a collaboration together, as long as there is a learning curve, there is a journey that we can actually produce a possible result for our client. I think that is very important.
How has it helped in terms of your mindset towards approaching clients? Has that changed drastically?
I would say it's a reminder that we see the real estate industry in both the big picture and the personal level.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of people that buy property for investment purpose, but not forgetting that there are a lot of individuals, they just want a home to themselves or to their family.
For their own stay.
Yes, for their own stay. So I think that is very important, where we are being constantly reminded that. I think one thing is that we are never chasing after the money. It's never about how much we can earn from this deal, whether is it 10,000, 3,000 or 100,000. It's more of what we can do for this individual clients. And every time when I call Sean, I think what we talk about is the personal case, that never once Sean will ask me, how much this commission we are talking about. Is always, what is the status of this client? What is he going through now? How can we come in and help? I think this personal approach proven that actually help us to grow our business in a very positive way. Because at the end of the day, you don't wake up thinking that, I earn another 20,000. That's all in your mind. But you wake up, you know that you have helped another person. Meanwhile, there's money coming as a reward for that. So that is a different perspective. I don't feel tired because today there's no another 20,000. But as long as helping another client moving towards their property goal, I think we are growing. Yeah, and the money will come after that.
Yeah, I do agree with what Eric has been mentioning. Especially so in this industry, we can get into the rut of going through the motions very easily. Yes, of course, money can be a source of that attraction, but it can never be the underlying purpose of why we are doing real estate. At the end of the day, we are just purely wanting to add value to our client, to provide a solution for their needs, of course to meet to their expectations, or if not to deliver the results beyond expectations. I think that is our true core values of what we are doing for this entirety of our career. Eric, don't mind if I ask, what were you looking for in this team, and did we meet to any of your expectations?
As a new agent, you are quite lost. You don't know what to expect. You are excited yet you are nervous whether the reality can meet up to our expectation. I think one thing that I really like is none other than the personal guidance. I think it's so important because, to be very honest, one thing that I like about Sean is that because the big portion of Sean's career, he don't focus on team building at the start. Unlike a lot of agent leaders, they are actually focused on recruitment based on the numbers. And when you come into a team like that, to be very honest, imagine you yourself are the leader. You have 20 new recruits coming into your team. You don't have time for 20. You still need time for your family, your client, and whatsoever. So maybe the top 3 will get the most nutrition from you because you got only so much time, So maybe you can only give to the top 3. Another 17, you can't possibly touch all of them one. So that's the difference between you join a big team and you join a more personal team. There is personal guidance. I can anytime tag along for his appointment and stuff. And even when I have the appointment that I do not know how to start, Sean able to actually come along with me. And I think that's how we started the journey together. I see how he do, and then I learn it, and then I adjust it, and then I produce my own style. At the end of the day, we both bring values to our client. I think that is very important. So the personal touch, I think, is what makes a very big difference. Yeah, I do see some other agents, they actually change team because they felt that they are not being guided enough. But usually for this kind of agent, I realize that they are not the top producer. But to be very honest, we are not planning to have a team full of top producers. We are wanting to have a team for people that want to change in their life. And everyone have a different step, different path, different pace. So doesn't mean that this person earn 100,000 within 3 months, you need to earn that money. If to you earning 20,000 in 3 months is good enough, then we will journey with you to get you there. Yeah, I think that's the most important thing is the personal touch, personal guidance. That not a lot of big team have it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.